Good morning, everybody. It is 7:28 right now. Welcome back to the program. It is time to visit with our good friend Kim Baer and talk about something that I'm sure years ago was commonplace, talking about trusts and what they really mean, and how, Kim, you think that trusts should be used more than they really are.
Yes, I absolutely do. We don't set that many up in our office, and I think it's mainly because people don't really know about trust.
Okay, what is it, first of all?
Yeah, so there's two different ways to do a trust. Actually, three different ways. So if you come in to me and you say, hey, I want to set up a will, and you have minor children, we might talk to you, well, we would talk to you about, do you want a will with a trust built into it? And what that means is that the trust is that if you were to pass away, and let's say maybe you passed away and then your wife passed away, and you've got these children, we don't want the money obviously going to minors. So, and you want to be able to pick who's going to manage the money for the kids, and then usually we can put in the trust, how much do you want them to get? Do you want them to get a certain amount each year for college? Do you want them, what if they don't go to college? When would they get the money? Do you want to, sometimes people say, well, not until they're 30, or give them some at 25. So you can really structure what you want with regard to your minor children.
So they can't blow it.
So they can't blow it, exactly.
Now, how is that different from a will? Can't you state all of that in a will?
Yes, so you can, but what we do is we put a trust into the will. So if you were to call me and you were to say, okay, I need a will, one of my first questions would be, do you have minor children? And if you say yes, I would say, well, we probably want to do a trust within the will.
Okay.
Because so then what you're going to do is you're going to name who's going to be the trustee.
Right.
And the trustee can be somebody different than the executor, because usually you want the trustee to be somebody who probably knows your kids, and that your kids are going to feel comfortable coming to them and to say, hey, I need money for tuition, or hey, Uncle Joe, I really want to buy a car,
Right.
And obviously it's somebody that you trust. So we've got that, but then the other trust that we just don't see very much of, that I think is really a great tool in Iowa, is setting up a revocable trust or an irrevocable trust.
Okay.
And what that is let me just give you an example. Let's say that you're not married and you have three children, okay, and you own some rental properties and maybe a farm. And you're trying to figure out, all right, how can I avoid probate and pay the court fees, of 2% of whatever the estate is, and the lawyer fees and all of that, because as we were joking before we went on the air, nobody ever wants to pay the lawyers, so my job is to try to help you figure out how to not pay the lawyers and not pay court fees and not go through probate.
So basically what you're saying is that you're giving us ways of avoiding paying extra money on something that we already own.
Exactly.
If we're passing that down.
That's exactly right, Jackie.
A lawyer is telling us not to use a lawyer.
Exactly.
Well, maybe to set it up, but not.
Right, maybe to set it up, and then that way it just passes, so it passes upon your death. Now, one thing we've talked about in the past is you could put all of your kids on all of your property. So you could add them as owners. Okay, so, but what happens if, Lou Jr. gets in a car accident, now he's got a judgment against him for $100,000. Guess what?
They're coming after everything.
They're coming after what you have,
right,
yeah, because you've added him as an owner. So that's a problem. Also, Lou Jr. could go out and get a loan on the property, and so a better way to do it is to put all the property into a trust. So what we do is we set up a trust, and you are the grantor, because in other words, you're going to put all this property, and you're going to grant it, and you're going to put it into the trust.
Got it.
And then we have a trustee, and so typically we also would have you be the trustee, because you're going to manage it. And all we're doing, Lou, is once we set up the trust, we're doing quitclaim deeds for every property. So you're quitclaiming your house into the trust. You're quitclaiming your farm property into the trust. You're quitclaiming all of your rental properties into the trust. Now, you still own them, you still can go get a mortgage, you still can sell them. So the trust is an entity that we set up, but you still own it. And if it's a revocable trust, you actually could, maybe you end up selling everything, and so now there's nothing in the trust. Or maybe 5 years from now you say, oh, you know what, I don't want the trust anymore, I'm just going to dissolve it. So the revocable trust, you can put things in and out, but typically what we do.
Then what happens to all the things you put in it if you
Yes.
revoke revoke it though?
Yes. So if you revoke it,
Yeah.
then it just goes back to you.
Okay.
But let's play this through. So let's say you set up the trust and you put all your property in there, and then you name your children as the beneficiaries. And
Okay.
so you put in there, when I die, these, it's going to go to these children. It doesn't go through probate. You don't, need to open up an estate. There's not going to be any court fees or anything like that. So the property just automatically passes to them when you die. But they have no rights to it while you're living.
Right.
So that's what's great about the trust. I just got through setting up one for somebody that has, which is why it kind of made me think that maybe this was something we should talk about,
Okay.
for someone who had a lot of farmland, and she's got 3 children. And so I was just helping her, get it all set up.
Now, does this trust determine what child gets what piece of property? Does that all include?
Yes. So
all
it's
included?
just, yes, we can put in there whatever you want to, and you can amend it as you go along. So let's say that right now you have 3 children and you say, okay, I want to do a third. And then God forbid down the road, maybe one of your children has a drug issue and you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't want Lou Jr. to get all this money. So you could say, I don't want Lou Jr. to get any, or I want Lou Jr. just to get $10,000 a year. So you can set it up however
you want.
Yes,
Okay.
however you want it. The other nice thing about the trust is you also can say, as long as I'm alive, let's say that you end up with, Alzheimer's or something like that, you can put in there, if I am unable to manage this trust, here's the new trustee, and the new trustee is going to make sure that they take care of me. Right. So I own all these assets, and they're going to use all of my money to take care of me. And so they still stay in the trust, but we just have another trustee that's taking care of it.
As you mentioned beforehand, not many people seem to be using trust these days, or they're not as popular as they once were. Why do you think that is? If you're avoiding probate, if you're avoiding the extra costs that can happen with a will through probate court, why aren't people using trust more often?
I just think people don't know about them.
Okay,
Really?
well, good thing we're talking about it today.
In the 60s, for example, that was really common.
Yes. And then we kind of got away from it, and I don't know why. And now it's really kind of starting to come back, mostly because, people are trying, we have taxes, on property when it passes sometimes, depending on how much property there is.
Now, would this still be subject to taxes? And things
depending
like
on how much it is. I mean, and that would be something we would, send you to either a tax attorney or an accountant to ask. So there are taxes, but the limit is,
there's thresholds.
It keeps changing, but I want to say it's like $5 million or $6 million or something
really?
like that. So it's
quite
a
bit.
pretty high.
All right.
Yeah, it's a pretty high threshold that you have to meet. I might be wrong on that number, so don't hold me to it.
But let's talk cost, or a number that you would know. We've talked about setting up a will before.
Yes.
Compare that to setting up a trust if we come and talk to you.
So a basic will in our office is about $400. If you add a trust to that, I think it's like another $200, a trust for children. Now, let's say you want to come in and you want to move, you're going to actually set up a trust, a revocable trust. You want to put all your property into it. I think we charge about $1,200. So you'd want to talk to your attorney, see what they charge, maybe call around. The nice thing is that, and then we have to do the quitclaim deeds, which are usually, $50 to $100 to get each one of those done. And that includes the filing fee. But then you're done, and you don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to worry about probate. And you also don't have to worry about, well, what if I sell something, or what if I take out a mortgage, or what if I,
that's all, you can still do that.
You can still do it. You're still the owner.
Why wouldn't you put things in a trust?
Well, I don't really know, to be perfectly honest. I think everyone should have one.
That's the answer, yeah.
Yes. Now, I do want to just mention there's another trust called an irrevocable trust. I'm not a fan of those, but it makes sense if you have a huge estate. And if you were to call me and say, hey, I am worth 20 million, or I'm worth 15, whatever the amount is, first of all, I would send you to someone who handles that kind of stuff. Wouldn't be me. But then you might want to consider an irrevocable trust. And an irrevocable trust sometimes can protect money from creditors and property from creditors and things like that. But depending on, the problem is once you put it in an irrevocable trust, it's just that. It's irrevocable.
Right.
You can't get it back. You can't change it. You're stuck with it.
Unless everybody agrees that
yes, you can. Yeah, and that's what's called kind of breaking the trust. So you maybe you see it on TV where people are trying to figure out how to break the trust, and or you see it, when people are getting divorced. Sometimes they're trying to break their husband's trust because they can't get to the money. So I'm not a big fan of them, but it does make sense sometimes for tax planning.
The right scenario.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, if we want to have a cup of coffee and discuss this option that maybe people don't even realize exists because it has not talked about a whole lot, how can they get in touch with you,
just
Kim?
give me a call, call 279-2000. Come on in. We offer a free consultation. Coffee's free. So.
You can trust Kim Baer.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know. Okay. Wonderful. Good, interesting things to think about.
Yeah. Something that we hadn't talked about before. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. It is.